Ahoy, hoy, 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 hoy.
Aloha.
Aloha, oi.
Akula. No, I do not know
Aku,
how to speak
aku,
Hawaiian, so I'm.
Akula
Akuna
Matata.
Matata, that really was. So I'm just going to stop while I'm
Ah,
ahead.
yes, Akula Matata. What a wonderful phrase. But
Yes,
yes, we're
all the
back.
Hawaiians know that one.
We're back in the wonderful world of weird news.
Hello, weird news.
And it's getting towards the end of the year. I
Now,
know. I know.
I
Like,
mean,
obviously, we're going to be going through, like, the worst games of the year soon. And, oh
oh,
my
that'll be
god.
fun.
That'll be in, like, a week or two. But, oh god, there's one company that, oh god, they just shouldn't do games anymore.
Now,
Like, they
I'm,
made
I'm,
King Kong Skull Island, and then they made this thing called Walking Dead Destinies.
we're
Now,
talking about Ubisoft.
no, 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 no. Something just, oh, it's a spicy meatball. Hold
Oh,
on, bottom-o. But yes, as is tradition, let us start with this. Real or fake?
now, I am. I was confident that this was real until
Uh-huh.
I looked further into the image itself using my Jedi mind powers.
Really?
Two things. One, she has a really fucking big cheek,
She does, yes.
and
But
I don't know why that's the
you're
first thing that
like people are built differently.
Very true, but she also has a very straight hairline.
People are still built differently.
Yes. Now, she's very pretty. I will say that she's gorgeous. But one thing that does stand out to us is the gibberish on the shield on the arm.
It's a variety of different symbols.
Yeah, but they're not symbols that I recognize in any way.
Really?
So yeah.
One is Chinese, one is Japanese, one is just a straight up crucifix. One's like a fish thing.
No, it
I
looks like someone threw matchsticks on a. Excuse me. Looks like someone threw matchsticks on a white piece of cardboard.
I mean, she looks
So
like she's cosplaying from a dystopian fanfic that I've never heard of.
very true, and it also looks like she's part sci-fi, part high fantasy.
Mm.
So it's quite a cool costume. So I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go AI fake.
AI, you are correct, but I have a second picture.
Oh shit. That's real. Because I'm pretty sure I've seen that somewhere. That it was like put the Pinocchio parade, the
Yes,
blowy up
this
parade.
is real. This is the Macy's Day Parade, and we'll end on some of the classic, just royal fuck ups of the Macy's Day Parade, because it seems like ever since way back when, it's just been a constant stream of shit hitting the fan.
I
But
mean,
let's
you're dealing
start.
with giant helium balloons. I can
Oh yeah,
imagine there's lots of shit all
I
over
mean,
lots of
at
fans.
least they learn. Let's just say, at least they learned from the Hindenburg. You know, don't fill it with hydrogen. Fill it with
Very
helium.
much so. You know
But
what freaks me out the most is the dude's teeth.
yes, no, especially like older balloons or older anything. Like older art, they're just like, let's make it this, a general approximation of a human. I don't like his ears either.
No, his ears are funky, but the thing that gets me the most is the discoloration around the tip of his nose.
Oh, that's because they were thinking about making Rudolph, but clearly they changed their mind.
I mean, either way, they started off not with a Rudolph, I can tell you
Yeah.
that.
But since it is the end of the year, it's Merriam-Webster's word of 2023. What do you think the word of 2023 is this year? Because last year was gaslighting.
Gaslighting. I'm gonna go with
There's a few, so you can take a guess or two.
So there's gonna be a funny one, like a meme slash like the word yeet, you know?
Yeah, okay. So
So there's
what?
gonna be one like that.
Uh-huh.
I think it's gonna be Riz.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah.
And then the next one's gonna be something more serious. So I'm gonna say that it's oh Christ, what's that word? When oh that's it, silent working or silent quitting?
I've not heard of that, but let us see.
Okay.
You are correct with Riz.
Ah, sweet.
Authentic is the word of the year.
Dude, authentic's already a word.
I know, but that's the word of this year.
Okay. And then
I mean, to be fair, gaslighting is a word because it was from an old 1943 movie. But you are correct with Riz. Deep fake, coronation, and other words.
I was not interested in the coronation this year. Well, whenever it was, I could tell
Hello there, it's me. Bet you didn't see this shit.
No, very much so.
Dystopian was also up there.
You know, you've got to, we've got to calm down with what we're doing to everything because of the dystopian's a word of the year.
Yeah. EGOT.
Bless you. What does that
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. Just all the different award shows.
Okay.
Have you got it? X.
X.
Right.
Oh, come on,
bullshit.
man.
Right. Bullshit. That's a word. That's a letter. Is what that is.
Yes.
It's not a word. If you go words are made up of letters, then no. Implode.
Oh no.
Aged like a fine Titanic.
Very, very.
Doppelganger. Doppelganger saw multiple lookups spike, one in Germany and one in New York. They were actually both looking for each other. Each involved in murder, though. Ooh.
If you're listening, doppelgangers, get in touch with us.
The Covenant.
Covenant.
As in the Ark of the Covenant?
Defined as a formal, solemn, binding agreement. Very increased. Covenant School in Nashville, right. So it goes off literally the amount of times it's been used.
Indict? Is that indict? Indict?
It is indict. Indict? No, it is indict because Trump was indicted. Right, that's it.
The silence say, okay, yeah. Indict. I was like, I read it as indict. I was like, who's been dicked?
Would you like to be indict or outdict?
I'm free flow. Go with the flow.
You're free flow. Okay.
Yeah, go with the flow.
Personally, I don't like being outdicked because if someone's dick's bigger than mine, then we've got an issue. But
don't tell that to Lee, whatever you do.
Oh, he already knows how big my dick is. Fucking huge.
Elemental. Because everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. It seems to just come from the movie, which is fine, you know.
I mean, it wasn't even that good of a movie.
I haven't seen it, so I have no idea. But clearly, people are searching for it. Kibbutz.
Kibbutz?
About the war
Oh,
and
really?
Dead
Dead
Name.
name. Okay. Parental rights bill being considered. Requires
Supporters
schools to
call a
use
dead name.
transgender. Oh.
But yeah, we've had some interesting
America, stop
words
being
and
so weird.
X.
Yes. It's. I think Elon Musk is going to be one of those types of people that has a twitch in his eye every time someone mentions the word Twitter.
Oh yeah, like I mean, just wait until like he has a mental breakdown next year, and then the word of the year will be nutter.
I think he's going to shave his hair off like Britney Spears did. Or do you think he's
I
going to
don't
like
think
launch
he
himself
has.
into space with a dick
Then
rocket?
again, he might have enough like stands and simps that'll say leave Elon alone.
Leave him alone.
Leave the billionaire
I'm
alone.
I'm going to make the bet with you right now for
Huh?
5 of our Great British pounds.
Great British pounds.
Great British pounds.
That
Right.
the real question is it 5 Great British pounds in this money or next year when the economy collapses?
Next year when the economy collapses, because I'll keep the fiver until later, so it's decreased in
Yeah,
value.
it ages well. I'll just be bringing you a wheelbarrow full of notes.
What's that country that's really it's really uh that far into inflation that a wheelbarrow full of money will buy a cooked chicken basically?
I want to say Rwanda, but it might not be.
I know that's an African nation. Can you imagine having to switch to cryptocurrency
God.
when it's that volatile
Well,
and
we actually
having
have
your
a crypto-related story as well.
no way.
I know, but yes, what is the bet before we move on?
5 of your Great British pounds that Elon Musk, when he does have his mental breakdown, will fly off into space in a giant dick rocket and be the first person to land on Mars.
I don't think he'll be the first person to land on Mars. Sure, why not? I don't think he'll be the first person to land on Mars just because I don't think he has the balls.
That is a solid point.
He has the
does
money.
have the money.
He has the money, but he doesn't have the grit to actually do it.
I reckon he would fail the aptitude tests for going up there.
What would happen is he would happen is he would pay to have those like tests succeed, and then how it would end is he would trip off the first step, getting out of the ship and crack his helmet.
I was thinking that he gets physically strangled on the ship because he's that much of a cunt to talk to. You've got to have certain amounts of empathy and happiness to work on a spaceship.
Just send all the billionaires up there, and since they won't need their money where they're going, just use it for something useful. But yes, speaking of assholes, Bolsonaro. Do you know him?
It sounds
We've covered him a few
Spanish board
times.
game, so no.
He's the Brazilian ex-president who is saying that COVID is all this. He's a complete nutter, and now he's under investigation for harassing humpback whale.
Right, how can he harass a humpback whale?
Apparently he was going within 15 meters on a jet ski of the animal.
Right, dude.
Just irritating
Dude's just a arsehole.
Yeah, he's an asshole. But obviously the whales recently, especially orcas, they've been attacking ships, and they've been doing it for a decent amount of time now. We've covered it a lot. Now, how do you think sailors are sharing? They're sharing stories about one preventative measure to keep orcas away. What do you think that measure is?
I think it's to sing sea shanties.
You know what? You're not too far off. The answer is heavy metal.
Oh, I was just about to say play music.
Yes.
I was going to say
You see, sailors have discovered a new way to defend themselves against killer whales. Heavy metal music.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. Apparently it just fucks with them. They're just they don't like it.
You know, I'm all for doing stuff that doesn't require violence or any physical harm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm totally down for this because it's essentially just an underwater electromagnetic thing where it's just like an invisible shield that says just don't go here.
Yeah, completely. And then to the starfish that actually do like it, they get a good concept.
Mm, it's very, very true. Now, there are two more animal stories. One is horrible and one is nice. Which one do you want
Okay.
first?
Let's get the bad out of the way first.
Okay. Doctors find living fly in man's intestines during colonoscopy.
I've heard about this. This is insane. So, my personal thought is that the fly
Swam up there?
flew in there,
Yeah, I'd assume so.
or it's hatched in his digestive system from a maggot that he swallowed.
Yes, which is horrific.
Hmm
Uh,
I think an
but
egg would be more likely to survive rather than a
most
maggot, but
likely, yeah.
regardless,
But they're
it's a
like,
gross
but
story.
oh god, I hate it. It makes my skin crawl.
Can you imagine what that would feel like?
Oh, don't. Blah 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 blah.
Oh,
I am.
I've just got a pain under my boob thinking about that. That's
I
horrible.
I know. I am sticking my tongue out in disgust, like
Okay,
this
I sense
fellow.
it. Oh, blue tongue skink.
I love blue tongue skinks.
They're so cute.
They are
Why
really
is this
adorable.
tongue so big?
Can
Aren't
you
they
get
so
them as
sweet?
pets? I can't remember.
You can indeed. Blue tongue skinks and tegus are normally good.
I just
So
couldn't
it's
remember like what lizards were allowed. I was pretty sure they were, but obviously you know you have a snake, so I don't think you'd get a lizard, right? Or are snakes and lizards like super chill with each other?
No, so you wouldn't be able to host any other animal next to a snake, in comfortableness other than garter snakes. One of the breeds I know that cohabitate.
Hmm.
But if you put anything else in the cage, there's a large chance of fighting, so there's not going to be a good outcome.
Yeah, but
But
bleh.
they're adorable. They're so cute.
Well, actually, speaking of animals with strange tongues, do you know what color a chow chow's tongue is?
Yes, so I was just reading there. The Chow Chow's tongue is also blue. Then you've
It's
got giraffes,
it's black.
impalas, and okapi. I thought that they were just like a really dark shade of blue, but is it
No,
black
yeah,
completely?
chow chow's tongues are completely black.
That's
It,
so
it's
interesting.
it's wild.
I know that my dog Chester, he had tongues on his mouth, spots on his tongue.
Tongues on his mouth.
Exactly. Um, and I know that that can be passed down through lineage, like a mole. So I
Mhm.
think that must be a trait of the breed
Yes, I
because no
believe it
other
is.
dogs have that type of tongue color. That's insane.
Like, but yeah, see how some of these buildings in this image look quite old.
Very old. It looks like New York.
Indeed, it is. However, this state is Baltimore, where we're looking
Hmm
at this thing I'm going to discuss. What human thing is causing Baltimore's buildings, specifically the brickwork, to erode? Hey Ash, hope you're doing well. You're more than welcome
Hi,
to
Ash.
join if you'd like.
Yeah.
Come along. But yes, what is causing the brickwork to erode?
I'm going to say it's either a cross between. No, it's either or
Mm-hmm.
farts
Yes.
or underwater pipe sewage.
You know what? You are so. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
1 point for me.
Because a steady stream
Ooh.
of pee is eroding Baltimore's historic buildings.
Oh, that's ew.
I
I
know.
mean, that's what they do in some countries where they paint that specific type of hydrophobic paint on the wall so that when you piss, you end up pissing on yourself because it bounces back off.
That would be fun.
I wonder if they're able to put on that paint, if they're
I
allowed
mean,
to,
that's the thing is that they're like super old historic buildings. You know what I
so they're
mean?
listed.
So, yeah, it's like what like also like who is constantly peeing on these buildings or has such acidic like aliens like pee that it's like going through brickwork.
They're probably next to like a nerd arcade or a nerd bar, and everyone who pisses up against that place just drinks Red Bull for a living or Monster.
Or would you say they eat Taco Bell?
Taco Bell's more for giving you like dangerous shits rather than piss, but
Well,
I suppose it would
what
go the
else
same way.
happens at Taco Bell? Because that's the next story.
Can you get married at Taco Bell?
Well, let's just say Raunch's Taco Bell Christmas party included three-way sex, romps, vomiting, and guacamole bowl.
And a lawsuit.
And a lawsuit.
On the fifth day of Christmas. um,
5 lawsuits. 4 guac bowl, 3-way sex, romp, 2 Taco Bells. And a plate of chips for me.
Taco Bell chips are really nice, actually.
Are they? I've never been to Taco Bell.
I don't like the other food, only the chips.
You would have thought that they would do one thing right, and that would be the tacos, or bells if they became, metal workers.
It's not just a kitchen, it's a forgery? Is that the right word? Forge?
A forge? I guess it would be a forge. I mean, I guess it would be. You're forging metal into something, and forging normally associates with, like, swords and stuff, but I guess technically it would be a forge.
Yeah.
A bellery.
A bellery.
Now, have you heard of Argentinia's Trump?
Wait. Is it like a bottle of Fanta with a mustache?
No. It's they've elected someone who they're describing as Argentinia's Trump.
Interesting. Oh, my lord. That man looks like if Harry Potter was dipped in wax.
Yes, and then they had a weird, horrific, like, love child or horrible accident with Austin Powers. Tantric sex and dog clothing, a guide to Argentinia's Trump, the new president.
Whoa. Dog cloning.
Yeah, dog cloning.
Okay, because I thought you said dog clothing, and I was
I
like,
I did accidentally.
And now I know that it's dog cloning. It's even weirder. Tantric sex. I hope he's not having sex with the dog clones.
Groovy, baby.
Ooh.
Also, I don't wear glasses, so I can't make a fair assessment. But it doesn't look like you can see very well out of those. They're not really on your face, are they?
No, if he's wearing bifocals, he's wearing them wrong. Wow. And it's like he's got 3 eyes. He's like a bug.
Yeah.
4 eyes, sorry, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, most people in politics are parasites, so... I know. But, speaking of politics, and Christmas! This Satanic Temple.
Yeah, I like Satanic Temple. They've done some good stuff.
They have. They've done a lot of good stuff. And Satanic Temple's bizarre inclusion at the Wisconsin Christmas Tree Festival sparks outrage. Why?
You know what? I'm completely down for it because these type of things are just normally really overrun by one voice, and that unfortunately tends to be Christian. So why can't we have diversity on our TV shows?
Yeah,
and why
can't the Satanic Temple, get like why can't they have a Christmas tree?
That statue kicked ass.
It's a very cool statue.
That is a Christmas tree. Do you know what the tenets of Satanic Temple are?
I know a few. I covered them a while ago, though.
One of my favorite ones is that the most important person in your life is yourself, so you always celebrate your birthday. And you celebrate it as best as you can.
Like, I kind of like this tree. It's small, it's unopposing, but honestly, the snake around it? I get what they're going for, but they could have turned that into tinsel, Snake tinsel. Totally. That would have been a really good idea around the tree. But honestly, it looks canny. I'm fine with it.
I'm down.
Why are people getting offended by that? It looks like a good fucking tree.
Yeah. It's so strange.
Yeah, isn't do no harm to small children one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't be an asshole. Speaking of small children, though, the Satanic Temple have opened up an abortion clinic.
Nice. I hope they have...
Did you want to know what it's called?
Strict security. Is it like... I hope it's something really fucking funny.
It is.
But it is something funny. Okay, so I can take this.
Samuel Alto's Samuel Alito's mom's satanic abortion clinic.
Who's Samuel Alito?
He's the one who made abortions illegal. So,
Oh shit!
yeah. So they described it not as him or his mom, like, but they're saying, if his mom, like, if abortion was legal when his mom was around, they would have saved many women a lot of heartache
Wow!
because he wouldn't exist.
Wow!
But yeah, they've opened up a new abortion clinic in New Mexico.
Go! Satanic Temple! You do good shit.
Eh.
I'm down for this.
Yeah, but good for them. Good for them.
And I'm glad you took the piss as well, because it just highlights how funny the whole thing is.
I'm pretty sure he hates it.
Oh, I'm glad he does.
Don't know if his mom hates it. I have no idea. Now,
I hope his mum likes it.
what do you
Why
think?
have you went back to that one? Why not the other one? This one's uncomfortable.
Oh no, we're sticking with this one. You didn't like the other. You didn't like the other one. This one's the new one. Like, who do you think Putin is now sending towards Ukraine?
Dogs, landmine turtles, dogs with landmine turtles strapped to their back.
What if I told you it was cannibals?
What? What?
He officially pardoned 2 convicted cannibals to throw them into battle.
Okay, 2 things. 1, do you not think that's the perfect environment for a cannibal to commit crimes?
Yes, but he doesn't
In a
care.
war
That's
zone.
the point. He's just sending the cannibals.
And 2, like, it.
Well, I don't
Why
think
would
he
anybody
like the
fight-
fact that there's 2. I don't think he could make a whole battalion, but the fact that there's 2.
Yeah, still enough to fuck things up with, like, what's it called? The Geneva Convention or the War Convention or whatever.
Where's our weapons? Here, it's a knife and fork. Yeah, it's not great.
That'll scar people for life, that one.
Oh, I know. Well, speaking of scarring people for life, chopsticks. I can't use them. I'm not very.
I have to use the baby ones.
I can't use chopsticks, but I don't think I could not use chopsticks this badly. Because man suffering from headaches for 5 months discovers chopsticks stuck in his skull.
Okay, so 2 things.
Yes.
1, how old are the chopsticks?
At least 5 months.
And 2, he either sneezed really, really badly,
Or the Joker came and fucking did
or
thing.
that. But there's unfortunately a thing where. No, I'll not go into it. It's a bit too gross for the stream. But anyway.
Jamming. Well,
I.
Would you like to move on then?
Yes.
Well, you know what? Let's talk about Napoleon. What do you think of Napoleon? I haven't seen the movie, but you know of Napoleon.
I do, and there was a rumor that he was extremely short, but I think that was proved to be just a rumor.
Yeah.
By the English.
Yeah, it was
to make him seem demeaning. So
there was also that famous phrase like "Josephine, don't wash, I'm coming home" or something like that.
Oh.
It was weird. It was a very weird, one of those weird quotes that like people are like, Napoleon said this, did he? Now,
if that is the case, then Napoleon, I'm not kink shaming, but dude,
I'm pretty sure it's like a fake quote, but like everyone attributes it to him.
So what was his effort in the war like? Was he actually a good commander?
Yeah, he was great. He knew exactly he knew exactly like how to use artillery to the best thing. That's why he like decimated everything so quickly. Like,
that's
artillery was his bread and butter. He's like, hey, you guys have got just, legs. How about we shoot you with a fucking cannonball?
Yeah.
Yes, so this is From the thick of the battle, Napoleon famously said, "I will return in 3 days, Josephine. Do not wash." Napoleon likes that stank.
Oh, damn.
But speaking of Napoleon, do you think the French critics liked the movie?
I'm going to say that the French critics didn't like the movie because they thought it was taking the piss out of French people.
Well, you're pretty much spot on. But Ridley
No way.
Scott, the director, said he tells off French critics who dislike Napoleon because the French don't even like themselves. Also, the thing is, the reason they didn't like it was because it's not told from like it's not like a French person telling it, even though, you know, it's about thing. It's an English perspective looking at Napoleon's history.
Oh, so it's very skewed.
Yeah, and there's no way to sit like no, it's like it's pretty spot on, but it's not like as French as it should be.
Oh, okay. So I
Like
thought it
he
was
also
just-
used like in like one scene they used like cannons on the pyramids, and he was like, I didn't know if he actually did that, but it was a cool shot.
What I was thinking was that they were just you know what? When it comes to critics and things, I've always thought that it's really weird how some of them get really into it. They'll write like 500 page, 500 page,
Like
500
like
words,
a pretty much a
synopsis,
dissertation. Yeah.
basically. And that'll be absolutely fine, but some people write 10,000 words.
Like
And
the
they're like-
worst thing is like I don't like I get like writing a bit because you really like something, but like how much do you have to truly hate something to write an excess amount of words? Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Totally.
Like you were
Exactly.
like being fueled by such hate that you're willing to write a thesis. Like you're
I mean, I
not
kind
even
of felt like that
enjoying
after
it.
Twilight.
Like you're not even enjoying it at that point. It's just like if you enjoyed the movie and you're writing it long, it's like, oh god, I get to relive the movie and explain why I liked it. Great, you're having fun and while you do it, but you just hate. Oh god. Well, speaking of hatred, a $2 million fountain. Would you like to see it?
This better be the best fucking fountain I've ever seen in my life.
It's there.
That's not the best.
It's in Vienna and it's slammed as the world's ugliest.
Why is there a bum?
What? Are you missing the dick with a tongue?
Dick with a tongue. I'm
To the
totally
left of
missing
the
dick
bum.
with a tongue. To the left of the bum. Oh, what? It does have an arm, so it looks less dickish, but the shape itself is very knob-like.
Yes. Fucking block woman on the right.
And you know what? It actually looks like lemongrad a bit.
Yes. And then to the left of Dick with Tongue, there's woman who looks like her skin has been peeled off.
Yes. She's
And
in
then
an
small
extraordinary-
robot child.
All of these are an extraordinarily lot of map pain.
Oh,
mean,
God. There's
They're that
more.
ugly. I can't talk properly.
They're horrendous. Look at them. There's
know
like
what-
fucking Cubit over here. There's like... What's the Michelin Man, but he's
Yeah.
like melted.
One
Like
of them's
someone
someone.
like someone from Pompeii.
Uh-huh. It
Just a
reminds me
chair.
of yeah, that is just a chair. It reminds me of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Yes.
Oh, what the fuck is that fuzzy thing? Ew.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
there's
it's
a
not
tiny
great.
snowman. No, there's a giant dick next to the snowman. Holy shit.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that snowman fucks.
Whoa. Dude, that's a schlong and a half, man.
Like two. I like that one of them. Their leg is so long that it's going underneath the other one.
It's going underneath two others.
I don't like the weird melty ones. The horrid.
No, the ones where the arms kind of gently touch each other when they're not so. It looks like they're all deliberately trying to huddle in on each other.
I mean, to get in for the group photo. I think Friends would have been a different opening if this was the fountain they jumped into.
No one told me life was gonna be this way.
Oh, I can fuck shit. Just everyone falling over. Oh
Holy
god.
shit.
Well, That was 2 million poorly spent.
I forgot it was £2 million. No.
Yeah, 2 million US dollars.
Oh, whoever the artist is needs to go
Well, I mean,
to art college.
the artist probably did do art, and then he fell down a flight of stairs, and
Yeah.
then
The
then
piano
decided
line
to
on
finish
top
it. Now, this person, Japanese man, becomes famous for cosplaying as cute girl and fooling everyone.
Good on him. He looks
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, he looks very cute.
I want hair like this. This is goals.
What,
How
you want
old's he?
this long, straight hair with like a fringe?
That fringe is just everything. It's absolutely adorable.
Yeah, good for
How old
her.
is he?
Let's have a look.
And what is his pronouns? I want to make sure I get them right. Male influencer.
Cute girl then gives himself away by speaking in a
Himself.
deep voice. Good for him.
Yes.
I like that.
Wow, is that the difference?
Yeah.
Holy crap! Dude's fantastic in his makeup.
Yeah.
Honestly. Absolutely
Get that
fantastic.
fucking makeup game.
Honestly, if my shaves came out that well, I'd be fucking on point.
Sup. It's like two different people. It's very good. Like I wish I knew how to do any makeup. 9 times out of 10,
Same.
any kind of like show we did, the girls just did my makeup. I hated having like the eye pencil.
Oh, eyeliner.
I hate it.
Oh,
I hate doing it.
so
I'm just
bad.
like, someone else do it because I'm going to stab
Yeah.
myself.
Exactly. And the worst thing is when it's liquid eyeliner and you
Oh,
accidentally jab
God.
yourself and then the ink gets everywhere.
Not great.
I swear it's like just blinding yourself gently.
Now, over in, I believe, America, but we'll soon see.
Also, it's America.
Yep. A 30-year-old woman impersonates 13-year-old daughter to prove a point.
2 questions. How short is the daughter and how tall is the mum? Because normally I've had a growth spurt and so does everybody else.
Yeah, she's sentenced to 6 months of probation and to pay a fine. No shit! She went into a
How?
middle school undercover as her 13-year-old daughter as an experiment?
How long did she do that for?
Why I'm posed as my daughter? A raw but real answer. She went to the school where someone just checked her ID and asked her if she'd signed in yet before allowing her inside.
Right.
The woman
So
claimed
two-
that the security was more concerned with her smartphone than checking who she actually was. She was able to
So-
attend classes like a real teenager.
2 things here, right? You've got to be either a right wrong'un to want to go into a school privately without being known.
Well, apparently she got away with it until the last teacher was like, the fuck?
Like, at this point, I'm glad she's gotten arrested and everything
Yeah,
for
the
it.
fuck, man.
Because there's no point you would need to prove to anybody online where that is a good idea to do.
I hate when people are like, it's like those pranks, which clearly aren't pranks. You've just destroyed some shit. Like people are like, oh, I'm doing it as an experiment or to prove a point. It's just like, fuck you.
No.
You think like there's scientists for a reason. Like you're not doing any kind of social experiment. You're just being an ass.
Yep.
Now, cruising. Would you like to go on a cruise for 3 years around the world?
Okay, right. So I thought you meant cruising as in like cruising down
In a car.
in a car, yeah. But on a cruise ship, I couldn't do it for 3 years because it would be really fucking expensive. And I would also go stark fucking crazy at how ugly the rooms are.
I think I'd go like
I wouldn't
I
be
think
able
I'd
to do
probably
the decoration.
I think for me I'd probably go crazy about just being on the water.
Oh yeah, that's not a good feeling.
I can't control the fucking ocean. I'm not. I like, especially now. The moon's just gonna like go, nah, I've decided to fuck you this one day over the 3-year period.
Exactly.
The reason I mention it is because this 3 years cruise is cancelled.
Wah, wah. I hope they
Um,
get a refund.
yes, so apparently they'd signed up for an experience of a lifetime. The idea was to travel the world in a comfort cruise ship at, pretty reasonable prices, to be fair. The cruise was originally due to depart Istanbul on the 1st of November, but then got postponed for 10 days. And then relocated to Amsterdam. Because, Istanbul is just a hop, skip, and a jump from Amsterdam.
Wow.
Yeah, eventually the passengers were told, yeah, we don't have a ship, we'll refund you.
So here's the thing. A few people might have had to sell shit to do that, or no longer have a place to live to do that.
Yeah, to just
Because
hop from Istanbul to Amsterdam. And this is for like a solid month that they're fucking these people over.
Yeah, but like I said, if you're living on there for 3 years, you wouldn't need to own a house
Yeah.
or you might not be able to rent a house at that point, right? So people don't have anywhere to live for the next 3 years unless they already have a house. But that's insane.
Oh, no.
To cancel it with that short notice.
Oh, yeah.
It's so insulting.
It's not great. Now, April eventually, well, when I think of cruises, I think of retirement. Many retirees go on cruises. What do you think you will do with your retirement?
I will learn how to play the piano, and I will learn how to paint, and I will have 75 different pets and make a zoo.
Okay, well, this person took the idea of having animals a different way, because a retiree records bat sex in a church attic to help scientists solve the mystery of the species with the super long penis.
These headlines, I swear, just get crazier and crazier.
Oh, I mean, weird news is nothing without a bit of madness.
So I've got questions. My first one is, how the fuck can listening to them have sex solve a mystery about a penis?
Well, he's recording. He's recording them
like
with a video.
Oh, I thought that you meant audio.
No, he's going there.
Are they just recording the dicks like because they're so long just slapping against themselves,
that mammals
or
have been
what?
documented reproducing without having penetrative sex. The researchers say
Without having penetrative sex. Interesting. Copulatory arm. Oh, okay. That's weird.
Yeah.
Science is weird, man. Biology is crazy.
Also, I love that this dude's like, I'm retired now. What should I do? Oh, hey, have you heard those bats in the attic?
Yeah.
They're really going at it. You know what? I'll just go up and have a look. I'll get it for the gram.
Wow.
Oh god. But speaking of retirees, the Rolling Stones
should retire.
Yes, but their next tour is by AARP, which is the American retirement and pensions thing. They are sponsoring their tour. After 6 decades, the Rolling Stones' oldest fans still can't get no satisfaction.
Wow.
So now they're being hosted by the retirement and pension community to do a tour.
How many albums have they brought out?
Couple.
Oh, just 2.
Yeah, just I don't know. I don't think I've heard them. Are they like AC/DC?
Yeah.
I should have probably said like a really like super underground band. Are they like Lindisfarne? Do you know what? That's a much better one. Super local, similar vibe.
Lindisfarne, man.
Yeah. Honestly, I like Lindisfarne's music. It's good.
I like Lindisfarne itself. The place is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's really nice. But from elderly to prison.
But
Now,
okay.
if you were in a prison, what would you use as prison currency?
I know that most of the time it's cigarettes, so I'm gonna go something different and say Pop Tarts.
Hot pots, did you say?
Pop Tarts.
Okay. Well, what if I told you that cigarettes have been banned in prisons, so you
I
can't
already
use them
knew
as
that.
currency?
But for some reason, I'm just going off that old trope in
No,
cinema
no.
and
I mean, to be
TV.
fair, it was cigarettes, but now, according to the crypto tech bro, from macro to mackerel, Sam Bankman paid for haircut with fish
Okay.
because it's no longer cigarettes; it's tins of mackerel. Because we're going back to what, World War One?
What I want to know is it because nobody eats tins of mackerel that they're then changing it for currency?
I have no clue.
But
But yeah, it's just tins of mackerel. This is now like the go-to, like shit's hitting the fan.
tins of mackerel.
Oh yeah.
Do you like mackerel? I don't like
No,
mackerel.
not really. It's like how people put like there's a choice of anchovies on pizza. Why would you have like a small fish on a pizza?
Anchovies and sauces are nice, but
Are
not just yes. So you'll be surprised at how many sauces, like tomato-based sauces, have anchovies as a base.
Yeah, fair dues. I did not know.
It's a very good ingredient, but not on a pizza.
Well, what fruit would be a good hammer?
Something big and heavy, like coconut.
Coconut? Okay. What about the shape? Specifically. Doesn't need to be hard, doesn't need to be heavy. Shape. Perfect for a hammer.
You're going to try and trick me saying banana, but I
No, you're
don't think
correct.
a banana would make a good hammer.
Well, you see, this Japanese company does because Japanese metal manufacturer factory goes viral with its banana hammers.
That's an actual hammer.
That's a hammer. Do you not want your realistic banana hammer?
I really do.
Yeah, this
But why does it
Hiroshima-based iron
exist?
factory make banana hammers.
That's and they what? That's adorable.
I hadn't seen this picture.
That's so cute. I want a banana hammer.
Yeah,
Why are they so
also...
small?
Well, it's a mini. That's the mini banana hammer.
That's the mini banana hammer. That's just not the size of the banana. Is it the actual size of a banana?
Well, some of them are, yeah. That one is. These are the mini bananas.
You know what? When I first saw that picture on the side there, because it was on one of the other stories,
Yeah,
I thought it was a fucking
like the banana taped to the wall, the art.
No. I thought it was just a banana trophy.
It does look like a banana trophy because, like, if you couldn't see like the break between the nail and the banana, you would think it would be a trophy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that. Like, he's got. Oh, do you want us to wrap your bananas to go?
Okay, so two things. When me and Lee get married, I want you to buy us a banana hammer.
A banana
And
hammer.
two, yes, don't tell Lee that we're buying banana
Don't
hammers.
tell Lee.
I want it to be a surprise.
Lee, you know
Because
how
when
you know how you're good with tech stuff. Obviously, one thing you need in your toolkit, a hammer.
The most delicate of all hammers.
And obviously, the perfect thing for a hammer, especially if you're using a hammer to fix a PC, banana hammer.
Banana hammer, the most accurate of hammers.
There's also a little banana hammer for those for the
the
tiny
baby.
nails.
I want to know how heavy they are.
Them, I mean, like if
It's
that
got to be
size,
solid.
like it is solid. It's definitely
Yeah.
solid.
So it must be really heavy. Who came up with this idea and who hammered a banana into something to make
The
it
steel
think
banana
that it
hammer
could
was
be a
officially
hammer?
launched in 2020 with a promotional video that showcased how it could be used to hammer nails into wood and boasted that the hammer could work properly in extreme environments with temperatures up to 1,000 degrees. Who's using a metal
type of
fucking
scientist?
banana hammer in 1,000 degrees?
degrees.
Like, if you're working in 1,000 degrees, you're dead.
You know what I would absolutely love to see? Someone in a university somewhere like finding this specific thing that a banana hammer could be used for, and then just scientists all over the world using banana hammers for it.
They now sell a mini one as well, which make great paperweights, but also work as hammers. You can get the big one for $80 and the small one for 22.
$80 for a banana hammer.
I mean, you have to think about it. It's solid metal that is being like shaped into a banana.
Yeah, that's like, because they would forge it. No, they wouldn't forge it. Sorry, they would mold it. So your production costs would be super cheap. Hence, not 40, 80 quid. That.
Also, you know how they said it works at 1,000 degrees? That's false advertising. That sticker would burn at 1,000 degrees. Oh, God. Well, from Japan to China, what amazing Chinese competition do you think is remarkably mesmerizing?
Remarkably mesmerizing Chinese competition.
Yes.
Is it God, there's a really cool type of like karate type thing, and it's got a word that
Taekwondo?
it's like,
Jiu-jitsu?
yeah, it's similar to that, but it's called Shenge something.
Shenke? No, that's something else. Well, it's not a martial art.
Or
In fact, it's how to make a bed.
it's really cool martial art that's like performance, and it has weapons, and it's really fast.
Well, like
and it's really fun.
like what Shaolin monks. Either way, the answer is how to make a bed. April? Hello? So stunned by the fact that there's a bed competition. April has died. Hello? Hello? Well.
Hello, can you hear me again?
Now I can. What the hell happened? Well then.
Oh no.
Oh no? Well. I think April may have fallen in battle. You see, April was trying to do the Chinese bed making competition, and
Hello.
oh, welcome back. Can you hear me?
Oh, is it me that's going out?
Yes.
Sorry, I apologise about that. I thought it was you for a second, and I kept trying to talk to you and you weren't there. But I'm here. I've returned. Hello.
I don't know what happened. You were just so stunned by the Chinese bed making competition.
I mean, I kind of was, because I was silent for about 20 seconds and then I realised you didn't say anything.
I love that the video that they've associated is the Japanese bed making contest.
I mean, I haven't heard of it being English, to be honest, so...
Yeah, they just literally do it effectively, and judges see, like, not only speed, but, like, how the edges of the mattresses are, like, you know, how perfect the bed is made.
Oh, that does sound satisfying.
Now, from bed to bath, or nature's bath. Poll Napier, Ireland's naturally rectangular rock pool. Also known as the wormhole or the serpent's lair.
That's cool.
Naturally forming as well. It's weirdly bizarre.
That's insane.
It does look human made.
It really does. It kind of looks like a big bath.
It does, yeah.
I want to jump in it. Wow, it's that big.
Oh, it's massive, yeah.
Okay, I thought it was way smaller than that.
That doesn't do it justice.
No, I thought it was like the size of a car park space or something.
No. It's also deep as sin.
Oh.
That's why they call it a wormhole.
Does it go anywhere? Or does it just stop?
Yes, cute. Underwater channels that connect to the sea. The pool is 300 meters deep.
Ooh, that's scary. No, thank you. I do not like.
Well, back to this picture because we're ending the stream with Macy's Thanksgiving Day Giving Parade floats.
I'm both terrified and excited.
So we've got this bad boy.
He looks like he's done so much meth.
Oh, yes. And in fact, people sued him because the hat hit a balloon, broke a lamppost, and a piece of metal flew and hit a woman in the head.
Oh no, I hope the lady's okay, but...
She was, but they sued her. She spent a month in a coma. And that's why you don't fuck with a cat in the hat. April?
Next balloon.
Next balloon. Well, we've got Popeye wets the crowd.
Popeye has drank too much.
You see, the Popeye balloon, the hat filled with rainwater so much it had to eventually go somewhere. So when the balloon swayed in the wind, it dumped a metric fuck ton of water on everybody.
Oh no. That's really funny. Did anyone get hurt? Oh, that's
no one got hurt.
That's a parade and a half.
What do you like? Spider-Man giving Uncle Sam some nom nom.
The eagle Uncle Sam some nom nom. Is that
yeah.
Uncle Sam?
Uncle Sam, just getting down
more
with
LGBT.
You are cutting out again. April is dying. Something is happening.
Am I dying?
Yeah,
Hello?
It seems you keep cutting out.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, it's fine. I think the internet is slowly dying, so we'll quickly speed through
Yes.
the naughtiness of Spider-Man. Kermit the Frog.
It looks like he's about to eat people.
Oh yes, hovering 6 stories high. The belly ripped open. He deflated, causing him to sink dangerously low to the ground.
Oh.
Superman.
Superman looks like he's about to crush people there.
Oh
What's
yeah.
happened there?
A downward draft forced Superman to the ground. He then collided with a tree, ripping his leg open.
Oh, Nelly. That's an expensive mistake.
Sonic.
Okay, what's happened to Sonic?
Your boy Gust of Wind was at it again, and blew him into a tree and he exploded.
Gotta go fast.
Rex the Dragon.
Oh, the deflated version looks really weird.
Oh yeah. Barney, of course, one of the more famous ones. Kids in 1994 lined up to see Barney. Then he hit a lamppost and just fucking melted.
These are terrifying. You know the ending of Ghostbusters? It reminds me of that. Just giant Marshmallow Man and Barney the dinosaur running around the place.
The fact is they're walking through like giant skyscrapers and stuff. Like the wind draft through there will just fuck everyone up. It's a terrible idea.
That's so true. So why have it there at all? Why not just move it somewhere else?
Because it's been going on since the 20s.
Yes, but not all traditions are good. People don't understand
What are you saying? Clearly 2005 worked well because it snagged a lamppost, part of a broken light fell, hitting 2 sisters. One of them required stitches in the back of her head.
Oh no.
Or SpongeBob.
That's terrifying.
In 2006. Yeah, although he's porous, not immune to being punctured by lamppost.
How tall are these lampposts that they're doing this much damage?
Well, it's not how tall the lampposts are, it's how low they fly the balloons. Because you can't fly it too high, otherwise the wind will just slam it into a building. You can't fly it too low, otherwise it'll slam it into people. So you have to do it like a good middle ground, but even then it's horrendous.
You would think that after all this that looks like a cat in a gimp suit. Who's that?
That's Felix the cat.
Oh, as in from the food or from...
No, not from the food. You see, what happened was the balloons were released and set free at the end of the route.
When did this happen? What year?
Oh, this was in the 20s.
If it's in the 20s, then I'll forgive them for not knowing how crap of an idea that it is.
Well, you see,
just to let it go.
They thought if they let it go, eventually it would deflate on its own and hopefully land hopefully land somewhere without making too much damage or injury.
Oh no, it just lands on like 3 taxis
Oh,
and.
well, you see, no, it hit the power lines and burst into flames.
No way! Oh no, that's
I would
bad.
show you video, but it didn't
No,
exist then.
no. Wow. Okay, that one wins so far. What?
The flying cheetah. That's a
That's
cheetah
not
from the
that.
20s. Look, they didn't know what cheetahs were back
I
then.
didn't know what cheetahs were back then. How on earth have they managed to make a dachshund look like a squirrel?
It does look
And
like a horrendous squirrel, doesn't it?
yeah, that just
So they offered $100 for the returning of their balloons that they'd let go. In 1932, a cheetah balloon hooked onto a plane attempting to recover it, causing the plane to tailspin. Yeah, they then went,
yo.
yeah, don't. We'll just not let a giant fucking balloon go into the sky anymore.
Yeah, but can I have a black, please, afterwards? Thank you.
Dudley the
Oh,
dragon slain.
that looks like me after I farted. Just
What after a heavy gust of wind has slammed you into the lamppost, showering crowd below with broken glass?
this just gets more insane the more these go on.
Oh yeah, this was 1995, so clearly not much has changed since the 20s. Your boy, the Nutcracker, goes straight down, pretty much smacking a woman hard and throwing her to the ground. One of the people who were carrying the Nutcracker.
This is funny though, only because I imagine him falling really slowly, and there's a woman standing underneath him, just not moving, screaming for her life.
Oh,
Is that
Donald Duck.
Donald Duck?
Look, although
Donald
he looked
looks like
nothing
a
like the
goose.
Donald Duck we know. Nutcrackers are cursed as shit. He donned what looked like a chef's hat, and his beak was extra long. The Disney character made his Macy Day Parade in 1935. His long, slender neck, whipped in the wind, causing rain, the water that had collected on his hat, to dump over everyone. Surprisingly, didn't come back next year. Probably because they made him look horrendous. Speaking of horrendous,
These just get scarier and scarier.
oh yeah,
That one looks like AI.
it does. It does. It looks too. I don't like it.
No.
So, its foot was ripped open. Then it collided with a tree. Made its way down. Began a small 3-inch gore. It was then battered round by the wind. They noticed it last minute. Couldn't find tape to patch it. The entire leg eventually deflated.
I mean, McDonald's have got the money to waste shit
Oh yeah,
on shit,
but
so I don't really care that they lost money, but it is very funny when these deflate and they look so sad or terrifying.
like that
I
was
just
one of
imagine
the
the
more recent
3-year-olds in the
ones,
crowd.
the McDonald's one. So that's 2019. So clearly, from 2019 to the late 20s, it's not been good. That's what 100 years, right?
Mhm.
This thing's been going on, and they're just like, nah, great idea.
Next year. More money next year.
But yes, that is the end of weird news, though.
That was very fun.
Did you have fun seeing all these horrendous balloons?
It was terrifyingly fun. My favorite has to be the slow-moving Nutcracker because I can just imagine him falling very, very, very slowly.
I love
the cheetah is
what
good.
people have when people have never seen an animal but clearly make an animal they think they've heard of. Like in medieval tapestries when they're just like, yep, this is an elephant.
This looks like a bear for sure.
Yep. Oh, goodness. But yes, thank you everyone for watching and thank you everyone for joining me and we shall catch you later. Goodbye.
Have a lovely one. Bye.